Welcome to our Australia vlog series. This is the first in a 4-part series, Sydney. We landed at night and made our way down to Sydney Harbour because we had heard, rightfully, that Sydney Harbour is really, really beautiful at night. The Harbour Bridge, the Sydney Opera House, and the entire city are all lit up in this beautiful, magical glow. This area did not disappoint. It's definitely worth a visit at night, even if you've had the chance to see it during the day, because check out that view of the Opera House. Absolutely stunning. There are areas for photo opportunities all up and down this walk, and we did get the perfect shot. It is hard for us to describe how beautiful this is at night, right? Wow. While you're down here checking out the view, there's a great ice cream shop right at the base of the walk called Royal Copenhagen Ice Cream. We stopped here for a little treat. Day one, we got up bright and early to walk around our neighborhood. We were staying in the Chinatown neighborhood, which is a really vibrant, fun area of the city. Lots of restaurants, lots of shops, lots to do. So we started out walking out to this small cafe right outside of our hotel. And one of the things I noticed about Sydney is that these little cafes are absolutely everywhere. Sydney has some of the best coffee I've had outside of Colombia, and we had the opportunity to try a bunch of these cute little coffee shops. After breakfast, we walked a few short blocks down to Darling Harbour, which is one of Sydney's more popular retail and tourist destinations. There's also an epic children's play area, which is the reason these two are so excited. The children's playground at Darling Harbour is enormous. Excited?
Yes.
We don't go out of our way to find things like playgrounds when we're traveling in a new country. But the thing about traveling with kids is that in addition to all the tourist stuff that we're doing, we do try to give them a little bit of time to just be kids. And this playground was an awesome opportunity for that. Check out this zip line. Oh, and did I mention there's a gigantic splash pad that kids can play in with waterfalls and bridges to walk over. Some kids wore their swimsuits to this, but ours just basically ran across before we headed down to the harbor. Next stop, Darling Harbour, and you can imagine it was about 30 seconds between the time they spotted this Ferris wheel and the time we agreed we were going to ride it. The Ferris wheel is called Star of the Show, and like any tourist attraction, it's overpriced. However, we did ride it, we did have fun, and we did buy the $29 souvenir photo. Darling Harbour has a bunch of waterfront restaurants where you can sit outside and enjoy the view while you have lunch or dinner. And it's also the location of the marina, which is where most of the tourist boats take off for harbor tours. We booked a hop-on, hop-off tour aboard the Fantasy, which is one of the many cruise lines that does harbor cruises in the area. We bought our tickets same day right on the boardwalk behind where the boat is located, which you can do for most of the boats that leave from this area. Our tour started at Darling Harbour, stopped at Circular Quay where the Sydney Opera House is located, and then went to Taronga Zoo and Watson's Bay. We mostly stayed on the boat, to be honest, and listened to the pre-recorded tour, but we did get off once at Circular Quay for a quick photo op. Bondi Beach today. We're going to take a walk along the cliffs and check out the views from up there, but already looking pretty beautiful. This is the famous icebergs at Bondi Beach, the pool that sits practically in the ocean, and the ocean waves crash right into the pool water. Kind of scary if you ask me. Bondi Beach is also the start of the Coastal Cliff Walk, which starts at Bondi and runs about 6 kilometers down. We did the walk from Bondi to Bronte Beach, which was about 2 miles in total. There are all these spots along the way where you can walk down onto the rocks towards the ocean, get some cool vantage points near the water. The rock formations that line the coastal walk have been shaped by the years of water, and they're super interesting to look at. Our next activity in Sydney was a little more high octane, and I actually still can't believe you're allowed to do this. Bridge Climb Sydney lets you climb the Sydney Harbour Bridge. They put you in a special jumpsuit, harness you in, give everybody a breathalyzer, including the kids, and up you go. here we are, standing on top of the Sydney Harbour Bridge like a bunch of psychopaths.